and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and today I want to show you how to make my delicious, easy vegan chili. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious, easy vegan chili. Now this recipe I'm going to be making in my slow cooker, but you can also make it on the hob as well, and I will link the recipe details in the description box below for you. This one is a great one for a mid-week dinner. I love using my slow cooker during the week, and I love making vegan meals during the week as well. So a slow cooker comes in really handy, but as I said, you can also make this dish on the hob as well. And if you want to see that, let me know in the comments below and I'll do that for you. But for now I'm just going to be using my slow cooker. I've got all of my ingredients ready, so here is how to make my delicious, easy vegan chili. So as I said, I prepared all of my ingredients before I started. So I've chopped and peeled one onion, which I'm going to put into my slow cooker pot. And I basically just chopped it roughly. It doesn't have to be thinly sliced or anything, it can just be roughly chopped. As it's going into the slow cooker, I normally like the vegetables a bit chunkier because they tend to go a bit softer. I leave it on for quite a long time, so they tend to go quite soft. So chunkier vegetables is fine with me for a slow cooker anyway. And then I'm also going to add in, I think it's 2 cloves of chopped garlic. Yeah, 2 cloves of chopped garlic are going in there. And then I've also peeled and sliced 1 courgette as well, so that's going to go in. So all of that's going to go in. As I said, this recipe, I think I said, it's on my blog, Googie's Kitchen Life, and I will link it in the description box below for you. But also on my blog are lots of other recipes. I don't just do vegan meals, I also do vegetarian, and I do meat-eating meals as well. So if you want to see those, then please go check out my blog. And if there's anything on my blog that you want to see me cook, then please let me know and I will do that for you. And then I'm also going to add 1 carrot, but I'm also going to add, which I've peeled and sliced, and I'm also going to add 1 butternut squash, which I've peeled and cut into chunks. I like chunky vegetables in a slow cooker, so this is perfect for me. So yeah, I'm just going to put that in as well. And then I'm going to sprinkle over some herbs onto this. So I'm going to put in a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So only a little bit of cayenne pepper because my son will be eating this and he's gone off spicy a bit. He used to love it, but now he seems to have gone off it a little bit. So only a little bit of cayenne pepper. And then I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of ground coriander as well. And these are great spices for helping you, I'll just drop that, hang on a minute, to stay well during winter as well, which is why I also love using my slow cooker during winter, because you can put lots of spices and lots of flavour into your food and let it cook away slowly, and you know that this is a wellness meal basically. And then I've got 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, so I'm just going to pop that in. And then I've also got 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. I love the smell of ginger. Ginger is a great one during winter as well. It helps keep the cold and flu at bay, this will. And then I've got 1 teaspoon of ground sweet cinnamon. Now when I wrote this recipe, I wrote it probably before I found ground sweet cinnamon, and then my husband went shopping, which is always a disaster. You should never send my husband shopping on his own, he comes back with loads of stuff. But sometimes he comes back with some gems, and he found ground sweet cinnamon in the supermarket. So we thought we'd give it a try, and we actually prefer this to ground cinnamon. It's much more cinnamony, if that is a word, I think. And it just tastes fantastic in things as well. So if you can find that in your local supermarket, I suggest you give it a try. And then I've got 1 teaspoon of ground oregano as well. And then to that I'm also going to add 2 bay leaves as well, and we have a bay leaf tree growing in the garden, so I'm very lucky I can just go out and pick this, but obviously you will probably need to buy it from the supermarket if you don't have a tree in your garden. And then I'm going to add a tin of tomatoes as well, so I'm just going to add that in. And then I think I'm just going to give this a mix, so I'm going to go and get a spoon, bear with me. So I've got a wooden spoon and I'm just going to mix all of these ingredients together, just to get them all covered in the spices and the tomato as well. I'm going to leave this overnight, so I've got a little trick to leave it overnight. I'm going to add a bit of brown rice flour as well now. So I'm just going to add the brown rice flour and I'm going to sprinkle that over everything. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of brown rice flour. I'm gluten intolerant, which is why I'm using brown rice flour, but if you're not gluten intolerant you can use ordinary flour, or you can use chickpea flour as well, that's really great. So I'm just going to mix those around. And then I'm going to put that back on. I'm going to add a bit of salt and pepper to this as well. And I've forgotten to get my beans out. So you're going to have to excuse me again because I've got to go and get the beans out of the cupboard and drain them. So I won't be a moment. I've got my beans now, so I've got some cannellini beans and some black beans. In the original recipe, I think it called for cannellini beans, red kidney beans and black beans, I think. But I've decided to only use 2 beans, and I'm going to use some green beans as well, just to get some extra greens into us. So I'm going to add these to the slow cooker now. And then I'm also, as I said, I'm going to add green beans to this as well. And these are frozen green beans, just from my local supermarket. And the reason I'm using frozen is because this will keep it cold while it defrosts overnight, hopefully. So all the food in here should stay lovely and cold during the night when I leave it, and then I'll turn it on in the morning. And then I've also got a big block of vegetable stock that's been in my freezer, and I'm going to put this in if I can. I'm hoping I can. Yep, it comes out quite easily with a knife, like that. And then that is going to keep everything cold, but it's also going to melt away. So basically when I come to turn it on in the morning, there should just be like a big pile of stock over the vegetables, and then all I have to do is turn it on. But hopefully this will keep it nice and cold while it defrosts overnight. So now I'm going to put this on my side, and then I'll come back in the morning and I'll turn the slow cooker on, but I'll show you that tomorrow. So I moved the slow cooker over to a wall with a plug socket near it so I can plug it in, and I'm going to switch it on. But before I turn the actual pot on, I'm just going to mix all of these vegetables again, and I'm also going to add a little bit of salt and pepper as well, because I think I forgot to do that yesterday. So I'm going to add a couple of pinches of salt and then a little bit of pepper as well, and this is to your taste. So you don't have to copy me, you can put as much salt and pepper in here as you like, or as little as you want as well. It does have a lot of spices in it, so it does have a lot of extra flavour. And as you can see, the block of stock, the ice block of stock that I put on top yesterday has melted. So I've mixed all of that in as well. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on high for 4 hours, and then I'll come back to it then. So I put it on high for 4 hours, or on low for 8. So I probably put it on high for about 3 to 4 hours, I'd say, and low for 7 to 8. So yes, I'm just going to leave this to cook now. So the chilli has been cooking for about 4 hours now, and about 45 minutes ago I put some rice on to go with it. So in this bowl I have some rice and the chilli, and about 10 minutes ago I actually put some spinach in here, and I also put in some chopped up coriander as well. And I think during this video I actually said beef stock when I meant to say vegetable stock. I think it's because I've been making beef stock that's why I said beef stock. So I'm sorry about that. I actually meant to say vegetable stock. So yes, this is now done, and this is my easy vegan chili. So that's how you make my delicious easy vegan chili, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I said, I'm off to enjoy this for my dinner this evening, so I'm really looking forward to that. It smells amazing right now. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. Have you ever tried an easy vegan chili, and was yours as tasty as this one? I'd love to know, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.